Raymond James Stadium, and while it is indeed home to the 2021 Super Bowl champion Buccaneers, it is also the home field for the USF Bulls in a clash that we have in store today. Today, a clash between two teams from the Sunshine State that will resonate from Dade to Duval. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bulls will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. So Florida Atlantic's offense will get the first possession of the game. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance. And I mean, you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle. And they did right there.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Keeps the legs moving. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Fancher. Finds the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Pulls and fired complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Bulls his way forward. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Defense in press coverage. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
And the Owls will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He makes the catch in the end zone. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting the drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, you're starting off with a bang here today.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bulls offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
I don't know how the defense allowed that guy to get so wide open. Obviously, he's got tons of speed. We know that, but you've got to key on him and at least have 2 people running with him deep down the field. That time, that must have been a coverage bust because he was way too open.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Bulls send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working.
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking up the football, going up and making the INT.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Brown will throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the offense. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his man. It's Smith. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Bulls will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking for room. It's Campbell. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Snagged in the middle. It's Campbell. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, USF. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Quickly to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Got his man quickly. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Owls are moving quickly down the field. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Snapped it in the shotgun. Quick strike complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Owls.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Makes a move. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. He'll start this drive firing. He's got it. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Brown wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Line gets set, first down. They go to the draw. And more yards after contact. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They go right back to him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got him downfield. Oh, look out. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
It's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. Quarterback will audible. Brown will throw it. Gets it out quickly.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Wide out in motion. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Using his feet to buy time. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. He's looking to throw it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Simmons. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Trying to beat the D deep. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Bulls! And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Sam Houston was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in Huntsville over the years. It's a win, but it honestly lacked any real style points. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. Going with the ground game left. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
power football with the run. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Raymond James Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Florida Atlantic about to boot it away and get this second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
A first down for the offense. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Went to the running game on first down, now second down. The give to the left. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Bulls want to pick up the tempo. They'll give it to him again. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Bulls are flying down the field. They'll give it to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Quarterback checking the play. Brown wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bulls. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The give on the inside. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Feeling some heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. Back open in the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Getting some heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And the Bulls get enough to move the chains.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Soften them up with a run, now to throw. Touchdown, South Florida. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
South Florida, 28.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Fancher. A strike downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Pocket starts to collapse. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Campbell. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Now on 2nd down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Quick release on the RPO. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some 1st downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. On the return, it's Smith. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Brown wants to pass. He's right on target. Still running at the 40. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And the DB right with him to knock it away.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
2nd down after that incompletion. He wants to throw it again. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. With the catch, it's Atkins. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab down the middle. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's caught. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
What a great play by the defense. In a critical down late in the game, one possession behind, you needed to come up with that play now to hopefully force a punt and give your offense a chance to go win the game.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2, can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical, got to break tackles, got to go through people.
And it's caught! Touchdown, USF! They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Throwing right. He's got it. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46. And the Owls are in the hurry up.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
Yeah, and you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. To the air, it's Fancher. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
It doesn't get any better from the defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Wants to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Atkins. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown Bulls. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. We weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll throw it on 1st down. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Offense in an empty set. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Brown will throw it. Looking to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. He's not afraid to go deep. Snags it down the right side. Afterburners coming. Touchdown Bulls. And the pummeling has started. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going up top here late in the game. Soft spot in the middle. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And a really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.